Okay folks, it is 21 minutes past 9 on Wednesday morning, and if you saw yesterday's video, you saw that there was a potential of thunderstorms, and in between me first spotting that potential, coming out shooting a video and then recording the weather forecast, the potential disappeared almost. They said yes thunderstorms, yes rain, but fractions of millimeters. Let's just say they got that wrong. I will cut in some footage here showing a couple of minutes from last night. It was a little bit hairy for a while. We had strong winds, which we were kind of expecting, but they were particularly strong at times, just not when the camera was on. Half a dozen times by the time I realised, I was busy doing stuff, by the time I realised, oh yeah, it's bad again, turn the camera on, just as it dies down. But then it started to rain, and then we got thunder, and my doggie doesn't like thunder. You'll see folks, here are the clips. Okay folks, it is 10 to 6 on Tuesday afternoon or evening, however you want to count that, and we're being hit by winds even worse than we were on Sunday night in the TrampCast. Oh, there's a lull. Always happens, doesn't it? Start a video to show everyone how bad it is and have it just instantly stop. Now it goes all calm. We shall see. We shall see. Like I said, this is calm compared to how it just was 30 seconds ago. Bear with me folks. Still calm compared. We'll see. Is it over yet? A question I asked a few days ago, I think, about the storms. We've been having this on and off now for 10 or 11 days, 12 days, whatever it is. Okay, looks like that's it for now. Fun, eh? Okay folks, does anybody remember me looking at weather forecasts? And they were talking about thunderstorms, and then they said thunderstorms no. And then they said rain, but then they said no. Less than a millimetre or two. Yeah, no. It's all a bit uncertain because of me rearranging things and moving things around today. So hearing heavy rain like this and seeing what looks like the roof getting wet already, not sure. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Oh, you can't see me there, can you? Okay, later. Slight problem in the bedroom, folks. Fortunately, I've got a bowl in place, capturing most of it. Although, it started while I was in the other room sorting something else out. So I came back through to find a wet bed. There's a few other leaks and drips elsewhere, but this one is, well, it's continuous, isn't it? When the weather forecast was talking about less than 1 or 2 millimetres, I don't think they got that right. I don't think they got that right at all. I got my waterproof-ish blanket on. It's got a lot of holes and rips and what have you in it, but it's better than nothing when you spring a leak. When you spring a leak in places you didn't expect. Let's hope it doesn't go on too long though, folks. I think I've got water coming in behind me. Here's my doggy darling, frightened as hell. She hates the thunder. Okay, later. Here we go again, folks. It is 8:35 and I thought it had stopped, but here it goes again. There was just some thunder and lightning. It's been raining for about 10 minutes. It went really heavy and there's like a stream on the roof and it's dripping in and mainly hitting the bucket, but some splash out. I got towel, I've got waterproof blanket, a waterproof-ish blanket, and I mean the roof and the walls are wet everywhere. Yeah. The original roof of the tent is gone, and the tarp that's up there is now perishing and leaking. This is what we have. As the tarp leaks, the water runs down. There is a little bit of the internal roof, kind of some straggly bits of fabric there, but mainly it's just running on the internal bedroom fabric, pooling and dripping through where it wants and getting wet elsewhere. You can see lines, can you, going down the wall. So far we're dry-ish, a couple of splashes earlier on while I was in the other room doing something, but at this moderate level I think we're going to survive okay. Updates as they become available. And you're back. So we I don't so much think as we took damage as we suffered the consequences of previous damage, and maybe of some of the restructuring I was trying to do yesterday. As you saw, we had water coming in places. It looks like the most serious place was directly over the bed there, and at the beginning of it I was through here messing with the EcoFlow, messing with my electrics, and I went to get back into bed and the dog wouldn't move, she wouldn't let me in, and when I did get her out of the way and put my hand down and it was wet, surface moisture mainly, I managed to just kind of throw most of it off. I got in, I got warm, and the bed just dried out within half an hour. It was unnoticeable, but the rain kept coming and going. We had a few instances of the rain and the thunder and lightning that one of the forecasts said wasn't going to happen, and the rain that neither of the forecast apps I used, neither of them predicted anything like what we got and over the period that we got. I don't know, weather forecasts. But my repairs from yesterday kind of sort of held up. Let me take you around there and have a look. So this was one of the highlights of trying to step over a cable. This was one of the highlights of yesterday, this tarpaulin, where the tarpaulin ends and the toldos, the awning fabric, begins. Now I had this tied to here, and that didn't survive the first batch of wind initially yesterday. I tried, if you remember, I've got a button here with a stone and the slip knot, and then I tried to tie this fabric around the same button, but that didn't work. It came undone. So I went with a button on the awning fabric, tied around the same button there. Well, it does look, I can see the actual stone there. That might not survive too much longer, I don't know. I don't expect to be able to see the stone through there. I thought this slip knot, look how loose this is now. Either the peg has moved. No, I think the fabric has either stretched or moved this way slightly. Look, the other one from yesterday as well, loose. I shall have to investigate that. It's a bit, yeah, it is all just looser than I wanted. And another thing I've just noticed. Oh, look at this. Hold on. Is that an unused bit of rope? I just found a bit of rope. I think it might be an unused piece rather than something that's come off. I maybe just got sloppy yesterday. While patching. Here, look, this was, can you see up here? This was possibly one of the points that water was getting in, and where are we? Up there. Possibly one of the points. I said yesterday that I didn't have enough grips holding up here, but I've lost a grip. There was a grip right on the peak of the... In bad weather, folks, in bad weather they do just spring off. Where could this one be? It could be right up there and lying on the plastic, or it could be like back here somewhere. I don't know, folks, I'll have to look around. They do disappear. They do disappear on me. But there was definitely one right on the crown of the poles of the frame there. So that whole hollow there is where the water congregated and found a way through, I guess. But well, the next question really, because we'd only just started the drying process from this last week. I guess it's become 8 or 9 days now. But we took water. Let me just see if I can show you quickly. So if we go inside the broken tent door, and there's a lot of water there on the floor. The carpet here is all just wringing wet. This water here, this bowl is what came in the bedroom, but we had a little spill in the night and spilled some of it off the bottom corner onto the bottom corner of the bed while we were just storing the bowl, waiting to see whether more rain happened. But the big questions are, is it over yet? My initial videos calling it the week of hell, and now we're headed towards 2 weeks. And the truth is that today's going to be okay, probably, if you trust the forecast. But both tomorrow and Friday have rain indicated. Now tomorrow is indicating just a couple of millimeters. Friday is 7 or 8 millimeters at the moment. How will that change as we get there, and will the forecast even be anywhere near? Because last night was so much more rain than the fractions of a mil that were being talked about. So I don't know, folks. I think that we're not out of the woods yet. The second week of hell is here. I think it's underway. Like I said, I'll cut in some footage of the weather forecast. I'll go and do that now. Take some footage of the weather forecasts that are upcoming. Okay, folks, as promised, here's a little look at the forecast ahead. So here's the overview for today. Sunny in the morning, clouding over in the afternoon, spot of rain 4 o'clock, but no biggie. When you look at the precipitation, they're saying nothing really. Winds 24 kilometers, moderate, so not too bad. But let's look ahead to tomorrow. So cloudy morning, rain in the afternoon, a little bit of sun at the end of the day. So maybe I can chase the sun with the EcoFlow and put the EcoFlow the other side of the field and get a top up in that last hour or two, if this is what happens. Let's have a look at the amount of rain. Minimal, 1.5 millimeters. If that's true, then it's no biggie. So we'll get through Thursday. Friday, let's just start with the overview. Friday is okay. Rain first thing, then a sunny spell till noon or just after, and then rain after that. So let's have a look at the precipitation levels for Friday. 8 millimeters, not good. That's quite a lot for a tent that's as broken as this one. And the wind, 23 kilometers. That's not bad. Okay, and then Saturday and Sunday don't look bad. But look to next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we'll switch back to overview. Just a quick look. Okay, that looks like a fair bit of rain on Monday. Precipitation, it says 2.8 millimeters. That might not be too bad. Tuesday 5.6. Okay, on Wednesday 0 apparently, which you wouldn't think if you looked at that. That doesn't look like a day that's going to be 0. I guess they're all 20% chance of next to nothing. But let's just check for winds. 26 as a maximum on Wednesday, Tuesday, 24, Monday, 27. Okay, so probably not as bad as it might be if it sticks to what it says. This is there a day here? Okay, tomorrow is going to be strong winds again, 31 kilometers, and when you allow for the speeds of the gusts, probably 40 or 50 kilometers. So that's the one app. Let's switch to the other app, and again we start with today. This one doesn't mention any rain. But tomorrow, this one says thunder and lightning. So not just rain, but thunder and lightning. Okay folks, sorry about that. This app, when you click through for the details and it takes you to a website, doesn't play well with landscape mode. But Thursday morning, this app talks about thunderstorms and winds increasing to possibly up to 40 kilometers an hour. 70% chance of rain with localized flooding possible. So that sounds quite severe. Let's go down to Friday. 25 kilometers an hour winds, chance of rain 60%. Doesn't give actual volumes, I don't think, does it? It's not a great website or app. Okay folks, that gives like an idea of what but look at the week ahead here. No mention of rain, whereas the other app was showing rain quite a few days. This is what I'm putting up with. Weather forecast apps, who needs them? Me, and I need them at fucking work. Okay folks, later. Back to himself outside. And I guess I need to look at that end of the tarp roof and see whether I can do anything to stop that concave bit where the water gathers and then comes in. It's not going to be perfect. To be honest, it wasn't too bad even when it was coming in as a solid stream with the ball directly under it. There were a couple of drips at different points. Put down the picnic blanket, and yeah. And now today the sun is out. It was out nice and early. By 8:15 we were taking solid solar input, 40, 45, 50 watts, and about now, any second now, we're going to be fully charged. There was a possibility that we would be fully charged by 9 o'clock. That didn't quite happen. I don't know whether that was a bad estimate by the EcoFlow. There's no clouds. It's not like the sun went in, but it's just taken a little longer than I thought. We're helped by Tina blocking the solar panel. Hey babe, you're standing in front of the solar panel. Now I am as well. There's my Tina girl. Hey babe, come and say hello to the peoples. Hey, Tina, come and say hello to the peoples. No, you're going to turn your back on them again. Hey, this way. Here we go. There she is. That's my girl. Hey babe. Okay folks, I think that's it for now. I don't think there'll be any updates today. There's nothing planned. There's nothing forecast in the way of bad weather. Even the winds are supposed to be quite light, so we get a break from it. Maybe a chance to regroup and reassess. I don't think today's the day that I'll be like taking the roof off entirely and reworking the entire tent. Not when there's more inbound tomorrow. I feel like I need a couple of days to a couple of days of good weather to take on a big task. I guess we'll see how things go. Okay folks, from Tina and from me, Delta Mike, out.